Uh,
Hey, welcome to Victims and Villains. If you guys are new to our channel, we create content like what you're watching right now, simply to educate and engage individuals like yourselves on mental health awareness and suicide prevention through pop culture. My name is Captain Nostalgia. I am a writer, podcaster, and the director of our film festival entitled Horrific Hope, the first ever film festival to be horror centric and mental health focused. If you guys would like more information on our film festival, along with more movie reviews, podcasts, links to our social media, Patreon, and most importantly, our mental health resource library, all of that is going to be in the show notes below. Today, this is a little bit of different content than we normally put on this channel, but I am sitting here with Mr. Corey O'Carroll, who is on my left. I don't know how you guys are watching this, but currently on my screen right now, he's on my left. But he is also known as the Saint of Pine Hills, and he is preparing for his brand new EP release. What is going on, sir?
hey, yeah, thank you, Josh. Yeah, so my very first EP for Saint of Pine Hills. It's been a couple years coming, but we're finally here.
So let's talk about this EP real quick. So listeners might actually recognize your voice because those of you guys that don't know, Corey actually had written a song with his last band called Beggars. That was our theme song for over 100 episodes. And this is so much different than Beggars. Uh, this is quite an interesting collection that you're putting together. There's so few tracks in this, but each track is kind of different. It feels like a throwback to like R&B, but yet it's got some like Weird Al influences in there lyrically. I'm wondering if you can kind of talk about the music inspiration with this album.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that because honestly, when I first started playing music, starting to be interested in learning and singing and playing instruments, it was with R&B. Like, I,
Nice.
I think I memorized a bunch of Brian McKnight songs, so I would just sit there in the shower and, and sing them as loud as I could. And then to my brothers being like, just shut up already. We get it. But yeah, I mean, with this first EP, I just wanted to do something fun that I enjoy. I've really enjoyed like the lo-fi chill step genre and the different music that's come out of that. I mean, we are a couple of years removed from the height of its popularity, but still, anytime you need to turn something on, like was it chill music to study to or something like that. That's I still do that even now. Whenever if we have people over, I just turn on some lo-fi in the background and and it just rolls and it's not anything too overpowering. Um, but yeah, that influenced this first EP tremendously, and I just wanted to tie in a couple of songs that could fulfill this genre.
So this first EP right here is it's interesting to note from a lyrical perspective, because on one hand you have the song, to pull up my notes real quick, you have the song "Loving Is Easy," which is very clearly using a lot of that Brian McKnight influence that you had talked about. But then on the other hand, you got this like McD's drive through that is it still has a lot of that like a lot of soul, just a lot of like, roll the windows down. This is like perfect summer music, and you have Quincy the Foo guesting on that one, and just lyrically speaking, like even Heavy Eyes like feels different lyrically. Can you kind of talk about the challenges as a lyricist to make each song kind of stand on its own?
Yeah. I mean, Heavy Eyes was probably the first official track I ever wrote for this project. And for whatever reason, it just kind of came to me as I was screwing around on ukulele one night, and just these like really heavy words kind of just like crashed on top of me. It's like, okay, that's a little weird, but I guess I'll do something with this. And it's like because ukulele is such a pleasant sounding like happy instrument, and then you put like these words of just like there's mortality and like the finitude of life, and then mix that in with elements of love. And so Loving Is Easy is a cover by the band Rex Orange County. And I have loved that song for so long, ever since he put it out. It always is stuck in my head, and I always try to have it on different playlists. Just it could reset a mood, no matter how I'm feeling. Because the original version of that, yeah, his track is a lot more upbeat. But yeah, I tried to make it a little more R&B and soulful, with my friend Alejandro Cruz, who he is actually the mastermind behind this EP. So yeah, if you can follow him, it's Instagram. His handle is just Cruz, Cruz Thoughts. So Cruz Thoughts. Yeah, he was the maestro of this first EP. I couldn't have done it without him. And then yeah, with Mick D's drive through, that was just me sitting in a McDonald's drive through delivering DoorDash, I believe is what I was doing one night at like midnight. And I was just like, I always try to hum these songs and create songs when I'm bored, and that one just kind of came out because I'm just sitting there like, all right, I've been sitting here for about 20 minutes now. I think I'm gonna lose my shit if if I gotta wait any longer in this McDonald's drive-through.
And with yeah, so with Mickey D's too, you also produced a music video that goes along with it.
Yeah,
Uh, is this the first time you produced a music video? Because it's the first time I think I've seen a video from you.
I think so. Which is weird because I love editing videos and everything. I would do a lot of tour videos for Beggars and any other project I was in. But yeah, for a music video, I never was able to put anything into play. And this one was extra fun too, just because it was like I think I had to scout out 10 McDonald's locations to see which one didn't have just the most ridiculous traffic around the building. And we were able to find this one to where yeah, we could just be posted up right next to the drive-through line, and nobody would run over the cameras or anything.
That's amazing. Because I was curious about like how that shoot went, but it turned out it's a really polished video. We'll link it afterward. You guys can watch it
Awesome.
along. And yeah, so this one is just it's a really smooth. This is kind of like the perfect way to end summer. So we've heard there's 3 tracks out already. What can people expect from the full EP once it hits
Yeah,
streaming?
yeah. So it's uh a whole lot of elements going on. I just wanted to make an introduction for myself, as like I've done a lot of projects in the past. This is my first time solo, so it's been weird, but it's been nice to where I don't have to pick one genre, and I have to stick with it for every single song, every single release. I'm definitely going to experiment, and every EP, every album will be a different genre. Just whatever I enjoy playing, whatever is fun, sounds fun to me, and at the time. And my second EP is already in the works, working on finalizing and editing tracks, and it's more it'll be more of like a folky indie style of a EP. So totally different than this one. But that one's due to come out next year.
From like a creative standpoint, how does going from like working in a project with 3 to 4 different people to being solo to where it's now just like you're the representing like you're the brand, but also at the same time like you're still spitting ideas with like producers and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot different, I would say, because the producers, especially the my friends that I work with for the second EP, they brought in just this these years of experience with all sorts of music projects, and they were able to throw in ideas that I just never would have thought of. And as before, like with Beggars or any other band I was in, we were all pretty much in the local music scene for years and years on end, and we would write uh, mainly like a rock style of music for most of the songs. So we never really strayed too far away from that. We just wrote that's what we knew. So
Nice.
would write that, and um and yeah, it's almost like there's more freedom as a solo artist to go in with, hey, here's sort of what I have as an idea for each track. Like, here's my demo. Let's just make it sound 10 times better. And man, with this first EP, Alejandro just he ran with it. I gave him just like a shell of like a demo, and it was like just so bare bones and night and day compared to what he just what he produced. And man, so yeah, I really give props to Alejandro for this, and um appreciate all the work that he put into this first EP.
I'm super excited to hear the rest of this. This is, like I said, like this is just chill music. This is something that you go to the beach and just listen to, throw on, study. Like you said, like it's got that lo-fi sound. When can people hear it and where can people find it?
Yeah, so it is due to release this Friday. So in 2 days, August 12th, it'll be on Bandcamp, SoundCloud, and eventually streaming everywhere. So it'll be on Spotify, Apple Music, and all the good stuff whenever each store decides to actually upload it.
Well, you guys can find links to all of Corey's music. The project's called The Saint of Pine Hills. Make sure that you guys check it out. And while we're here, tell people where we can follow you online, all the socials as well.
Yeah, so everything is just at Saint of Pine Hills. My Bandcamp is just saintofpinehills.bandcamp.com. SoundCloud, same thing. Everything just Saint of Pine Hills, SAINT. Before we go, I'll let you know that you got to listen all the way through the EP to the very end, because there's a bonus track that I just slapped on there, and it's fun. So I'll leave it at that.
Well, you guys heard it here first. And as always, if you or someone you know is watching this video and you're struggling with suicide, addiction, self harm, or depression, please consider the links in the descriptions below for our mental health resource library. And check out Corey's music because it's bound to put you in a good mood. And thank you so much. And make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button. We'll be back later this week talking about more movies, more horror, and more pop culture. Have a good night, guys.